Good morning, everyone. How is everyone today? Oh, Astra's kind of loud today, so I apologize in advance. And I have been having a migraine for 3 days. It kind of comes and goes. So I'm going to go ahead and do daily devotional today. I am probably not going to do a long one. I haven't had a 3-day migraine in quite some time, so not entirely certain what triggered it. I get headaches, and I even get 1-day migraines, or I don't very often get 3-day ones recently anyway. I'm not sure what triggered it. I suspect, but I don't know, that it could be exacerbated by my family not me, but my partner and his son went to a place in Billings that's very moldy and came home, and I had a headache and I was kind of getting past it, and then it got worse. And I think it might have gotten worse from exposure, but I'm not real sure. I've been taking my both my mold medicine separate from my migraine medicine, and anyway, I'm not real sure. It could just be the weather. It could be anything. I'm not real sure. But I'm definitely having like right side extreme pain. So today's card, I actually kind of needed this card, so it's good that I'm doing daily devotionals. But this card is 44, Visions of Life Beyond Death. And I love the beautiful colors in this. I love the owl and the peacock and the raven. Those are such powerful animal meanings. And then the moons, all third eye and upper chakra activation. Love it. The vision of love, the truth of all that is, can move us more than anything else possibly can. If you have been wondering about your life path, or whatever you should take action on to project, or you need inspiration to really move out of a slump you have fallen into, you will receive your vision. You will be graced in a way out of the stagnancy. You will be able to see things differently and more accurately. Any confusion or uncertainty you have felt is going to pass, and you will be left with clear insight. The stories you have been feeding yourself or telling yourself may end up looking different than how they appear now. You are watched over by life and held in protection. Whatever has been bothering you will not be able to harm you. You will prevail. If you are concerned, the all-seeing eye of life perceives everything without exception. It is the universal mother with eyes everywhere. She misses nothing, and the truth of her vision will always be met with justice, mercy, and wisdom. This oracle is about shifting your perspective and looking at an issue differently. If you don't know how to do it, call upon the universal eye to show you the most helpful way to see the situation with clarity. In shifting how you look at things, the energy in what is beheld changes. Looking at something through the eyes of love rather than fear can help you find your way more quickly, easily, and enjoyably. I think that what I really needed about this card is we all have the ability to tap into our higher consciousness and that universal awareness. And our guides are always available to help us with that. And we're never alone. And death is a manifestation of change. It's just changing one perspective for another perspective. And when this card comes up, visions of life beyond death, it is learning to trust your inner insights and your visions beyond the fleshy body manifestation, beyond what seems obvious to see, touch, hear, taste, smell, right? The five senses. And we all have the ability to do that. We just don't trust it. We're taught in Western modern society not to trust those things. And yet those are the things that mean so much in being able to move with clarity and insight into each new experience and into new moments in time, and trusting it, trusting that vision. So her prayer in this is one that I really like. I now release any fear I have associated with seeing truth, with seeing beyond the veil of illusion, or my inner vision opening up from my heart, mind, and body. I release any wounding I have received in relation to what I have witnessed at any time, especially where it is based in fearful responses of others. I ask that my vision be restored to fullness through compassion and unconditional love. Blessed be. Living in a human existence is quite traumatic in so many ways. And we often give ourselves paths in this life that are challenging, right? Life can be very challenging. The trick is not to get trapped in that wheel of creating more karma for ourselves, but releasing and being here to do our work. And our work is often having nothing but to release our karma and help community and help others. When people are stuck in that karmic wheel, they need help. They need help to see that there's another way, there's another way, there's another path, there's another vision outside of that whirl of doing it over and over and over again, energetically or lifetime-wise, or there's a lot of different perspectives on that, and I'm not going to dive into that this morning, but being able to see outside of that perception with love and grace and peace. You know, one of the things that I work on all of the time is really conscientiously in the moment, when I get that feeling of anger, frustration, or fear, whatever it is, I really, really try hard to make sure that I give whomever I'm interacting with the grace in the moment of they have their own vision and perspective of that moment. And I have to give them space to fill it with their own path and with their own energy and with their own thing. Because that's a gift that I can give someone, their perspective, their moment in time, their vision. And in that same breadth of moment, there is a vastness of choice. And if I can be a person that gives them that grace and that peace, so that when they ask the question, because sometimes they ask questions, right? I can say, well, have you reframed it? Have you thought about reframing that perspective? Because sometimes we get trapped in this big guilt, shame, fear cycle and regret. And regret is fear. And if there is ever a thing that I can do for anyone, is to give them the grace of reframing. And in that grace of reframing, help them know that there is a way to reframe with grace and love and hope and acceptance. Because that can help them break out of that trap of doing it the same way karmically over and over and over again. Because that can be very awful feeling. So this card is not a bad card. Visions of life beyond death. Understanding that our lives are temporary in the scheme of things, but our lives don't have to be a trap, don't have to be this karmic wheel trap of doing the same thing over and over and over again. And a lot of times we get stuck there, right? And being able to see that there's options, and there's always a way to take a situation that you feel trapped in. There's always a way to take that feeling or that perspective and reframing it so that you don't have to stay in that wheel of feeling trapped and negative, and using words can help you reframe and take on that bigger vision of something else and something new and something better and something full of grace and love and compassion. Astra is so funny. She came up and joined me. I wonder if I can see if you can see her. Oh. And there she is. There's a beautiful girl. Oh. I don't think she likes it when I have a migraine any more than I do. Okay, guys. I hope you all have a beautiful day. I send you love and light and grace. Blessed be, and we will see you in daily devotions.